All right, I'm now going to be demonstrating for you guys T-spine extension. For those of you who don't know, the T-spine is the kind of upper thoracic region of our spine. It's extremely important in creating that hip-shoulder separation. A lot of guys who really struggle to counter-rotate and freely move this way, it's a lot of times because of a very tight T-spine. If you're a tight mover and kind of the upper body moves all in one, very tight T-spine. So this is going to help address that in terms of the T-spine extension. Kind of the first progression, all we're going to use is the peanut. These are a super cheap piece of equipment you can find online, probably $5 or $6. If you're at home and don't have access to something like that, all you can do is take, 2 lacrosse balls or 2 tennis balls and just kind of duct tape them together. You can use a sock as well. Just you want to have that kind of double-sided to where it's going to be on each side of your spine. But then all we're going to do is kind of lay it down. You're going to want to take that peanut, again, line it up to the middle of your spine and kind of more towards the upper part of it into that thoracic region. So mine's going to be like right around here. And from here, all we're doing is we're going to use our hands to kind of support our head. And again, we want to keep it in a very kind of static position. One thing a lot of guys tend to do is they compensate with the neck when we go back. So instead of coming back here this way and letting the spine extend, they're just simply dropping the neck. So we're not getting a whole lot out of it. So use the hands to kind of keep it in that nice fixed position. And from here, all we're doing is extending back. This should be a pretty tight spot for a lot of guys. You shouldn't necessarily be able to go all the way down to the ground. If you're able to get that far into the range of motion, you'd be considered elite. Really, all you're looking for is probably 10 to 18 degrees or so of getting into extension. So again, it'll be a little bit more noticeable when I get into the PVC pipe version of it, but we're not necessarily going to be able to go all the way down to the ground. So again, this would kind of be the next progression of it, just using the foam roller or the PVC pipe. Same idea, we're just going to use our hands to kind of keep the head into a nice fixed position and extend the T-spine back. As you can see, I didn't necessarily go all the way to the ground. I would rather you do a nice rep where the head is in a good control position and the spine's driving the movement as opposed to using the neck back here. Our goal is not necessarily to get back into this position. Another variation we can use just to kind of make it a little bit easier is to use a 25-pound weight. You want to use something that's going to kind of force the movement a little bit, but it's also going to do a nice job of keeping our head and neck in a nice fixed position and just kind of driving us more into extension. So this is kind of a more advanced progression to the drill. But again, all we're going to use foam roller right here. Use a 25-pound weight just on the middle to upper part of your chest. You're going to hold it here and then just feel that weight sink back into extension. As you get more comfortable with that, you can even add a rotational element to it. So again, coming into end range and then rotating the weight to the right, rotating it to the left. We're really able to target the T-spine specific rotation there just because when we're all the way back, the lower lumbar part of the spine is kind of locked out, so we're only utilizing the T-spine's range of motion. But again, that's more of the advanced progression to the drill. I would start off with the peanut and just kind of work your way up from there. But that's the T-spine extension drill progression.